always do. And that's what we got right here on Texas Ranch and Rodeo Weekly with Pepper Stewart here and Tex Travis sitting over there on the line with us. We got the man with the plan, Mr. Adam Pollard. You there with us?
Yes, sir.
What is going on up there, Adam?
Oh, just sitting in the heat, getting ready for our final rodeo in November. Takes a year to do it.
Well, yeah, you gotta. It takes a lot of people don't know. That's a lot of the little things that people don't know about those rodeos. It takes takes a little time to get that stuff organized.
It does. It does. It's more than just calling a contractor and having them come in and bring you stock so your guys can ride. That's definitely a quiet part of this.
Yeah, that's the easy part. That's the easy part there. Just haul in one day, unload, load up, and go.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Now, I understand you're recently the new president.
Yes, sir. We have an elected president at the finals, and he had some family things that were really needing to be taken care of, and so he humbly and quietly resigned, and the rest of the board felt like I was doing a good enough job at being the vice president that instead of electing another one, they went ahead and just made me the president for the rest of the year.
Well, that'll work.
Yes, sir.
And we are talking about the Professional Armed Forces Rodeo Association?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
PAFRA. I think I said it wrong twice earlier, but I got it right that time.
Yes, sir. Well, it's an evolution. The military has rodeoed in and amongst with the PRCA all the way back to the first rodeos in the 1920s. So this is a long-standing history, and you know the rollover in the military creates rollover in our association. And then there were certain times where it was the Military Rodeo Association, and it was the Military Rodeo Cowboys Association, and it evolved into Professional Armed Forces Rodeo Association.
And it looks like by the photographs that are floating across the screen that you have many different talents.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
we see some roping going on, some cutting going on.
I am a two-time world champion cutter. I am a two-time world champion bareback rider. I was Rookie of the Year in a couple of the roping associations around here. I was very fortunate. Patrick Smith, who is a two-time world champion PRCA, was one of my buddies that I roped with a good bit. JoJo Lamont's from my area, so I got to rope with some of the best ropers in the world. The Cooper boys are from just up the road in New Mexico, so our little weekend jackpots could get pretty tough.
Oh, yeah.
But, yes, sir, I show cutters still. I show cow horses. I'm sitting third in the Stock Horse Association of Texas in the cow horse and fifth or sixth in the reining. I just won the Zotis Cattle Championship in Oklahoma City. I won the cutting, was 10th on another horse, and then was 4th in the cow horse at that big show. And I'm really proud of that. Last year, I was the national champion in the American Foundation of Cowboy Churches. They have a cutting series that's nationwide, and I won the amateur and was reserve in the non-pro. So we ride a lot around here.
Now, tell me a little bit about Pollard Performance Horses.
Pollard Performance Horses is something that my wife and I started doing. I've bred and raised horses since I was a kid. And I trained my first horse at 9 years old, and I know that sounds a little funny, but my uncle is a very large rancher nationwide. He has ranches from Texas all the way up to Canada. And so we had an early start that if we liked a horse and it wasn't broke, that it was put on us to go ahead and learn how to train that horse, and we'd ride that horse for 2 or 3 years, and whatever we sold it for, we got the money, and it went straight into our college fund. So we, my wife and I, when we got married, that's when I quit roping, and we started breeding cow horses and reining horses, which has evolved into more of a straight line cutting horse. and we use them from everything from day working at the ranches to working in feedlots and at the auction barns helping people. And we also rope. I'm a 6-header and a 6-heeler. So we pretty much, if it has a saddle horn on it, I compete it.
that sounds about right. Now, talking about that breeding program, what are you running one particular bloodline down there, or how are you doing that?
I've been really fortunate. Some of the older bloodlines that were in the Midland Odessa area. Marion Flint's from this area. Kevin Arnold, who's a Hall of Fame non-pro, is big out here. And so we have some really strong bloodlines that go back. I ride an own daughter of Clark's Dog Farm.
Okay.
She's out of an own daughter of Peppy Sand. She's 20 years old. And if you don't leg her up or if you don't rope her down pretty good, she'll still buck you off.
Every Peppy Sand Badger horse I've ever had has been that way.
Yes, sir. And that Jules Leo Bars is right here from Odessa. I know where that horse is buried. A friend of mine owns the ranch that he's on, which was Marion Flint's, and that's a sire of Colonel Freckles, Freckles Playboy, and Freckles Hustle. So those 3 horses were all born within 30 miles of my house. So we have been very fortunate. Sweetwater's 115, 120 miles from here, and the NCHA was born right there in Sweetwater. Buster Welch came out here, and he still has family that work out here. Dawson Burns is in the area. So, this is cowboy country. I know there's cowboys all over the U.S., but you better have your spurs and your leggings on if you're going to come out here and work cows with these guys.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Now what do you got lined up here for the coming up here for Parfra?
Well, our first deal is in October. They changed the dates on us, but on October 30th, we're going to have our first fundraiser ever, which is going to be a skeet shoot here in Midland, Texas. That's Friday, October 30th, and we'll put the entry information on the websites. We're going to have a big to do at that. They're going to give away guns. They're going to give away door prizes. We've got groups that are bringing in hunts and fishing trips that they're going to offer during this deal. So it's kind of it's an honor to be able to represent these guys and be able to bring this kind of attention to the association.
Well, that sounds like sounds going to be a good deal.
Yes, sir. Right. Now, our finals are November 13th and 14th here in Midland, Texas at Horseshoe Arena. Anyone that has any type of points and is a member of PAFRA will be eligible to enter the finals this year. We're not going to turn anyone away for the first time. We're not going to restrict entries. We're going to run slack and just make sure that we have the ability to accommodate every entry.
Well, that'll be good because we've got a lot of former military guys that still compete and do watch the show. So we'll make sure that they do know if they're not members, they do need to get membered up. Yes, sir.
And we have a website, Professional Armed Forces Rodeo Association, www.papra2000.com. And they can go on and join, and there's still plenty of time. Our deadline to get any kind of points is September 15th, I believe. I'd have to double check that, but I believe it's Sunday, September 15th. And like I said, anyone with any kind of points, which means that if they join the association and they go to a U.S. roping or a championship or World Series roping, or they go to a local rodeo, as long as they're a PAPRA member, then they submit a after rodeo request, which lets the membership know that they attended a rodeo, they entered, and they competed. They don't have to win, and they don't have to win on the open side. If they're the only military competitor and they make a qualified ride or a qualified run, they'll get 100 or 200 points depending on whether it's a true rodeo or if it's a jackpot, and that makes them eligible. One rodeo can make them eligible for the World Finals. And right now we have $25,000 added money, which is the most we've ever added to a World Finals rodeo. and our goal is to have 50,000 by the time the finals rolls around. So if there's people that are willing to sponsor and help us reach that goal of 50,000, oh, you want to talk about a group of people that would appreciate it. This is the easiest group to get along with and the most appreciative group for just being there. And they tell me thank you every time I see them, and I can't thank them enough. I'm a veteran myself, and to be able to do this for these men and women is the biggest honor. It just truly is a blessing to be able to organize this and work with these men and women and be able to put on an event that they love. They're not there because they're trying to win enough money to get down the road. They're there because they love the sport.
And that's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
That's it. All right, Adam, I'll tell you what, we appreciate the time. Before you get out of here, we do want to check some things out with you. This summer, you doing any summertime barbecuing?
Yes, sir.
And what are you grilling up?
This time we're big steak eaters around here. We're ranch folk, so we grill a lot of steaks around here.
A lot of steaks.
A lot of steaks, very little chicken, but my wife tries to keep me healthy, so we do eat some chicken. One of my favorite things is I grill asparagus. I'll wrap it in bacon and throw butter all over it, throw it on the grill, and it's just wonderful. And
no sauce. You can't put sauce on a steak.
No, sir. Absolutely not. If that meat's not good enough to stand alone, then they shouldn't have killed that cow.
That's what I tell them. That's what I tell them when I'm cooking. There's no sauce allowed over here. You eat it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And look, you got to have blood on it. A little bit of blood don't hurt.
No, just knock his horns off, wipe him off, and throw him on the plate. We'll be good.
That's what we do. All right, Adam, I appreciate it, man, and we'll catch up with you here before too long and check in and see what's going on.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about South Run. It's just an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. That right there was the new president, Adam Pollard, of the Professional Armed Forces Rodeo Association.